Preface of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Uday Sagar. Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami MADHAVANANDA. Preface. The Vairagya Shatakam is one of the three series of the 100 verses which have come down to us under the title of Subhasita Trisati, literally the happily worded 3 centuries, and associated with the name of the poet BHARTÄHARI. In some manuscripts, these verses exceed the number implied in the above name, but we have followed the authority of an edition published by the Uday Sagar Press of Mumbai, which maintains the exact original number. Tradition attributes the authorship of these verses to BHARTÄHARI, the elder brother of the most renowned king Vikramaditya of Ujjain. Controversy has not yet settled the point as to which Vikramaditya was the brother of the poet and when exactly he reigned at Ujjain. The fact, it seems, that BHARTÄHARI belonged to a royal family and renounced the world later on in life to become a yogi forms the most reliable nucleus round which growing and sometimes conflicting traditions have continued to gather. A cave is still pointed out near Ujjain bearing his name, where BHARTÄHARI is said to have practiced austerities. A book called the Nada Leelamrita, recording from hearsay stories about the celebrities of the Nada sect of yogis, contains an account of BHARTÄHARI's life in a loose legendary style. But it is easy to make out that when all clue to authenticity about the real facts of BHARTÄHARI's life became lost to tradition, the memory of a career so stimulating to imagination was not allowed to go down so hopelessly denuded of facts, and the process of adding limbs and features to the stumps of an older tradition naturally went on. Add to this process such floating legendary materials as a story about a gift made to once beloved proving her infidelity by changing hands till it reached the donor again, or the miracles with which the then famous sect of yogis used to be credited, and so on, and you hope to get a fairly good biography of BHARTÄHARI, such as gradually gained currency in tradition. The verses, composed, maybe, with stray exceptions by BHARTÄHARI himself, cannot be made to give any clue to his individual life, for his poetry seeks to create effect through style and sentiment too conventional to yield themselves to such use. But still, his lifelong lessons from experience and observation must have been reflected in their peculiar trend and emphasis in the movements of sentiment through the verses, and it may be possible for a reader of penetrative intellect to trace out from such nice shades the bare outline of a deeper life of hard-fought struggles and late-won victory. A nature straightforward, possessed of noble faith in itself, unambitious of high distinction among men, but deeply susceptible to the beauties and charms of sentiment, seems to have been involved in a tangle of sensual enjoyments too heavy to leave in the sustained strength for wielding the sceptre, till from a life of such weakness and consequent dependence, it gradually rose through reactions, deep and incisive, to a wonderfully enriched sense of worldly vanity and an effective strength of renunciation. The verses composed by BHARTÄHARI tend to present to view the background of such a nature holding in control lower susceptibilities once indulged by the dawning possibilities of a life of yoga. And though it is difficult to ascertain how far this life of yoga had advanced behind the role of the poet representing different stages of wisdom, it is fairly presumptive that the poet's voice gradually merged in the silence of the highest spiritual realizations. The 100 verses of the Vairagya Shatakam are divided into 10 groups under the following 10 headings: Trishna Dushnam, condemnation of desire; Vishaya Parityaga Vidambana, futile efforts to give up sense objects; Yancha Dainya Dushanam, condemnation of the poverty of a supplicant attitude; Bhoga Stairya Varnanam, delineation of the evanescence of enjoyments. Kala Mahimanu Varnanam, description of the working of time or the principle of change. Yatin Rupati Samvada Varnanam, a comparison as to how a monk stands to a king. Manaha Sambodhana Niyamanam, control of mind by stimulating wisdom in it. Nityanitya Vastu Vicharaha, discrimination of the immutable reality from the mutable. Shivarchanam, worship of Shiva. Avadhutacharya, the way of life for an avadhuta or a realized ascetic characterized by the highest spiritual freedom. With these few remarks of a prefatory nature, we send forth this English translation of an important poetical production of medieval India into the world of modern readers. The translation has been made rather too closely literal, especially to suit the convenience of those readers who want to follow the original Sanskrit with its help. Words by publisher. End of Preface. Chapter 1 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART, translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 1. Condemnation of Desire. Chudothamsita charu chandra kalika chanchachika baswaro Leela dagda vilola kama shalabha Shreyo dashagre spuran अंतःस्फूर्जदपार मोहतिमिरा प्राग्भारमुच्चाटयन् चेतसद्मनियोगिनां विजयते ज्ञानप्रदीपो हरः. 1. All glory to Shiva, the light of knowledge, residing in the temple of the yogi's heart, who smites away, like the rising sun, the massive front of the endless night of ignorance overcasting human minds, in whose wake follow all auspiciousness and prosperity, who burnt up gay lust as a moth, as if in sport, and who appears beaming with the lambent rays of the crescent adorning his forehead, rays that look pleasing like soft half-blooming buds. Chudottamsita, made an ornament for the head. Charukalika chanchachika, lambent beams like beautiful half-blooming buds. Leela dagdha, burnt up at ease or in sport. Shreyo dashagre, in front of all circumstances of prosperity. Sfuran, appearing. Antasfurjat, spreading forth in the heart. Pragbharam, heavy mass at the front. As is customary with Sanskrit poets, this opening verse is dedicatory to Shiva in this instance, as forming an auspicious introduction. Bhrantam deshamaneka durga vishamam praptam na kinchit phalam tyaktva jati kulabhimanamuchitam seva kruta nishphala bhuktam mana vivarjitam para gruheshva shankaya kakavat trushne jrumbasi papa karma pishune nadyapi santushyasi. 2. Many are the inaccessible and perilous places I have travelled, and yet obtained no riches. Sacrificing proper dignity of birth and social position, in vain have I served the rich. Like the crows, have I fed myself, devoid of self-respect, at the house of others, in the expectation of gain. And yet, oh, desire, thou prompter of evil deeds, thou art waxing lustier, and art not still satisfied. Aneka Durga Vishamam, rendered difficult of access by various obstacles. Phalam, result, but here wealth. Ashankaya, hankering after gain. Papa Karma Pishune, indicative of evil deeds. Utkhatam Nidishankaya, Kshititalam Dmata Kiredhatavo. निस्तीर्णः सरितां पतिर्नृपतयो यत्नेन सन्तोषिताः मन्त्राराधन तत्परेण मनसा नीताः श्मशाने निशाः प्राप्तः कानवराटकोऽपि न मया तृष्णे सकामा भव. 3. The earth have I digged into in quest of precious minerals, and metals from rocks have I smelted. The ocean have I crossed and the favor of kings have I diligently sought. Nights have I spent on burning grounds, with my mind occupied with mantras and worship, and not even a broken cowrie have I obtained. Be satisfied, therefore, O desire. Khalalapaha sodaha kadamapi tadaradhana parairnighruyantar bhashpam hasidamapi shunyena manasa कृतो वित्तस्तंभ प्रतिहत दिया मंजलिरपि त्वमाशे मोघाशे किमुपरमतो नर्तयसि माम. For in our servile attendance on the wealthy wicked, their shabby manners and talk we have somehow put up with, suppressing tears that welled up from our hearts, we have smiled out of vacant minds. Obeisance we have made to dullards, stultified by too much wealth. In what more fooleries wouldst thou have me dance, O desire, thou of ungratified yearning? Vittastambha pratihata diyam, those rendered dull in intellect by inactivity due to too much wealth. Modhashe, with hopes thwarted. Another reading is Chittastambaha as a separate word. The meaning then would be we have restrained our feelings and made obeisance, etc. Amisham prananam tulita bisini patra payasam krute kim nasma birvigalita vivekairvyavasitam yada dhyanamagre dravina mada nisanya manasam krutam vita vridair nijaguna kada patakamapi. 5. What have we not endeavored to do with our depraved conscience for the sake of our pranas, five vital forces, which are unreliable and compared to water on the leaves of a lotus, since in the presence of the rich, with their minds stupefied by the pride of wealth, we have shamelessly committed the sin of recounting our own merits. According to the scriptures, self glorification is tantamount even to the sin of suicide. Kshantam na kshamaya gruhochita sukham tyaktam na santoshatah sodoh dussaha shita tapa pavana klesho na taptam tapaha dhyatam vittamaharnisham niyamita pranair na shambhopadam tattat karma krutam yadeva munibhistastaiha falairvanchitaha. 6. We have forgiven, but not out of forgiveness, but out of our incapacity to right our wrongs. We have renounced the comforts of home life, but not out of contentment after satisfaction, but as an exile from home in quest of riches. Though we have suffered inclemencies of weather, cold, and heat, so difficult to bear, still it is not religious austerities that we have undergone. With subdued vital forces, night and day, have we brooded on money and not on the feet of Siva. Thus we have performed those very acts which the Munis, saintly recluses, do perform, but of their good effects we have deprived ourselves. Bhoga na bhukta vayameva bhuktha stapo na taptam vayameva taptaha Kalo nayato vayameva yata strushna na jirna vayameva jirnaha. 7. Worldly pleasures have not been enjoyed by us, but we ourselves have been devoured. No religious austerities have been performed, but we ourselves have become scorched. Time is not gone, being ever present and infinite, but we ourselves are gone because of approaching death. Desire is not reduced in force, though we ourselves are reduced in senility. Here there is an ironical pun on the participles bhuktaha and taptaha, the former being used both in the sense of enjoyed and eaten up, and the latter both in the sense of austerities performed and heated. Similarly, the participle jirnaha means both reduced in force and stricken down with age. The effect, of course, cannot be preserved in translation. Valibhirmukamaakrantam palite nankitam shiraha gatrani shidilayante trusnaika tarunayate. 8. The face has been attacked with wrinkles, the head has been painted white with grey hair, the limbs are all enfeebled, but desire alone is rejuvenating. Nivrutta bhogecha purusha bahumanopi galitaha samanaha swaryataha sapadi suhrudo jivita samaha shanairyashchuddhanam ghanatimira ruddecha nayane aho drushtaha kayastadapi maranapaya chikitaha. 9. Though my compeers, dear to me as life, have all taken such a speedy flight to heaven before being overtaken by old age, though the impulse for enjoyment is wearied out and the respect commanded from all persons lost, though my sight is obstructed by deep blindness or cataract, and the body can raise itself but slowly on the staff, still, alas for its silliness, this body startles at the thought of dissolution by death. Raga grahavati vitarka vihaga dhairya druma dvamsini moha varta sudustarati gahana protunga chinta tati tasyaha paragata vishuddha manaso nandanti yogishwaraha. 10. Hope is like a flowing river of which the ceaseless desires constitutes the waters. It rages with the waves of keen longings, and the attachments for various objects are its animals of prey. Scheming thoughts of greed are the aquatic birds that abound on it, and it destroys in its course the big trees of patience and fortitude. It is rendered impassable by the whirlpools of ignorance, and of profound depth of bed as it is. Its banks of anxious deliberation are precipitous indeed. Such a river the yogis of pure mind pass across to enjoy supreme felicity. End of Chapter 1, Condemnation of Desire. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 2 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHARTείμ. Translated by Swami MADHAVANANDA. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Futile efforts to give up sense objects. 11. I do not find the virtuous distinction produced by ceremonial observances through life after life to be conducive to well-being, for the sum of such virtuous merits, when weighed in mind, inspires fear in me. Enjoyments earned by great accession of merit multiply so greatly in the case of people attached to them, only to bring them misery and peril. Vipakaha punyanam. The idea is to show the futility of good deeds performed in our earthly life, with the object of enjoying happiness in heaven or higher lokas, for the heavenly enjoyments are transitory, as being the result produced by our virtuous merits. When the force of these merits is spent, the enjoyments must cease, and the soul will again be drawn back to the cycle of births and deaths, until by jnana or spiritual illumination it attains moksha or final release from the wheel of transmigration. Vyasanamiva dhatum. It indicates that the enjoyment of pleasures in heavens binds still more fetters on us by increasing our thirst, and hence is the cause of an added volume of miseries. Avashyam yatarash chiratara mushitvapi vishaya वियोगे खो वेदस्त्यजति सजनो यत्स्वयममून् व्रजन्तः स्वातन्त्र्यादतुला परितापाय मनसः स्वयं त्यक्ता ये तेषम सुखमनन्तं विदधति. 12. The objects of enjoyment, even after staying with us for a long time, are sure to leave us some time. Then what difference does their privation in this way make to men, that they do not of their own accord discard them? If the enjoyments leave us on their own initiative, that is, if they tear themselves from us, they produce great affliction of the mind. But if men voluntarily renounce them, they conduce to the eternal bliss of self-possession. Brahmajnana vivekino maladiyaha kurvantyaho dushkaram yanmunchantyupaboga banjapi धनान्ये कांततो निस्पृहाः संप्राप्तानि पुरा न संप्रति न च प्राप्तौ दृढ़ प्रत्ययान् वाञ्छा मात्रा परिग्रहाण्यपि परं त्यक्तुं न शक्ता वयम्. 13. Ah, It must be indeed a difficult feat which persons with their minds purified by the discrimination arising from the knowledge of Brahman accomplish in that, free from desire, they wholly discard that wealth which has been actually bringing them enjoyment, whereas we fail to renounce enjoyments which are reaped by us as mere longings and which we never did realize in the past, nor do we realize now, nor can we count upon as lasting when obtained in future. धन्यानां गिरिकन्दरेषु वसतां ज्योतिः परं ध्यायता मानन्दाश्रु जलं पिबन्ति शकुना निःशङ्कमं केशयाः अस्माकं तु मनोरथोपरचिता प्रसादा वापीतट क्रीडाकानन केलिकौतुक जुषा मायुः परं क्षीयते. 14. Blessed are those who live in mountain caves, meditating on Brahman, the supreme light, while birds devoid of fear perch on their laps and drink the teardrops of bliss that they shed in meditation, while our life is fast ebbing away in the excitement of revelry in palatial mansions, or on the banks of refreshing pools, or in the pleasant gardens, all created and brooded over merely by imagination. Shakuna nishankamam keshayah. The birds have approached them fearlessly because they have reached the state of tranquility and harmlessness, realizing the oneness of life. Bhikshashanam tadapi nirasamekavaram shayya cha bhuh parijano nijadeha matram vastram vishirna shatakhandamayi chakanda ha ha tadapi vishaya najahati chetah. 15. For food I have what begging brings, and that too tasteless and once a day. For bed, the earth, and for attendant, the body itself. For dress, I have a worn-out blanket made up of 100 patches, and still, alas, the desires do not leave me. Stanau mamsa grandhi kanaka kalasha vityupamitau mukham shleshmagaram tadapicha shashankena tulitam shravan mutraklinnam karivara shiraha spardhi jaganam muhurnindyam rupam kavijana visheshair gurukrutam. 16. Mamsa grandhi, lumps of flesh, dual number. Kanaka kalasha vityupamitau, become golden jugs in poet's comparison. Shleshma garam, seat of phlegm, saliva, etc. Shashankena tulitam is compared to the moon. Karivara shiraha spardhi, claiming likeness with the elephant's forehead. Mahur nindyam rupam, form deserving constant contempt, has been magnified in praise by certain poets. Eko ragishu rajate priyatama dehardadhari haro nirageshu jano vimukta lalana sango nayasmat paraha durvara smarabana pannaga vishavyavidha mugdho janaha sheshaha kama vidambitana vishayan bhoktum na moktum kshamaha. 17. Among sensual persons, Siva is unique, sharing half his body with his beloved, and again, among the dispassionate, there is none superior to him, and attached to the company of women, while the rest of mankind, smitten and stupefied by the irresistible, serpent-like, poisoned arrows of Cupid, and brought under the infatuation of love, can neither enjoy their desires nor renounce them at will. Priyatama dehardahari. This refers to the symbolic representation of Shiva and Gauri in a single divided form. On one side grows the hair in long and black curls, and on the other corded like rope. One side is white with ashes, like the snow mountains, the other golden as the light of the dawn. For he, the Lord, took a form, and that was a divided form, half woman and half man. Bhoktum namuktam kshamaha. Ordinary persons, when they give themselves up to the enjoyments, lose all control and become slaves to them. So, even when satiety comes, they cannot detach themselves from them, as the force of blind attachment has enslaved them. But Shiva, who has subdued his mind, is unaffected by them, as in a state of mental poise of yoga, pleasure and pain are the same to him. Ajananda hatmyam patatu shalabho deepadahane samino pyagna nadbadisha yutamashnaatu pishitam vijananto pyeta vayamiha vipajja lajatilan namunchamaha kama nahaha Gahano Moha Mahima. 18. Without knowing its burning power, the insect jumps into the glowing fire. The fish, through ignorance, eats the bait attached to the hook. Whereas we, even though having full discernment, do not renounce the sensual desires, complicated as they are with manifold dangers. Alas, how inscrutable is the power of delusion! Trusha shusyatyasye pibati salilam shita-maduram kshudartaha shalyannam kabalayati mamsadikalitam pradipte kamagnau sudhrudatara malingati vadum pratikaram yadeh sukhamiti viparyasyati janaha. 19. When the mouth is parched with thirst, man takes some cold, refreshing, or sweetened drink. When suffering from hunger, he swallows boiled rice, made delicious with meat and the like. When set on fire by lust, he fast embraces his wife. So, happiness is but remedying these diseases of hunger, thirst, and lust. And behold, how man, that is his sense, is upset in its quest. Pratikaram Vyadeha Sukhamiti. The main point to be understood is that worldly happiness is but the temporary remedy we constantly seek for all the diseases with which worldly life is beset. When this relative and fugitive nature of happiness becomes apparent to us, we naturally give up running after it to seek permanent peace in renunciation. Tungam Veshmasutaha Satamabhimataha Sankhyatigah Sampadaha Kalyani Daitavayascha Navamitya Jnana Mudho Janaha Matva Vishwamanashwaram Nivishate Samsara Kara Gruhe Sandrushya Kshanabhanguram Tadakilam Danyastu Sanyasyati. 20. Possessed of tall mansions, of sons esteemed by the learned, of untold wealth, of a beloved wife, of beneficence, and of youthful age, and thinking this world to be permanent, men, deluded by ignorance, run into this prison house of worldliness. Whereas blessed indeed is he who, considering the impermanence of the same world, renounces it. End of chapter 2. Futile efforts to give up sense objects. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 3 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHARTείμ. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Condemnation of the poverty of a supplicant attitude. Dina Dina Mukaih Sadaiva Shishukaira Krishna Jirnambara Kroshadbihi Kshuditair Niranna Vidura Drushyana Chedgehini Yancha Bhanga Bhayena Gadgadagala Trutyadvilinaksharam Ko Dehiti Vadetsva Dagda Jatarasyardhe Manasvi Puman. 21. If one had an occasion to see one's wife suffering without food, and sore aggrieved at the constant sight of hungry crying children with piteous looks pulling at her worn-out clothes, what self-respecting man would, for the mere sake of his own petty stomach, utter, "Give me," that is, become a supplicant for favor in a voice faltering and sticking at the throat for fear of his prayer being refused? Abhimata Mahamana Grandhi Prabheda Patiyasi Gurutara Guna Gramambhoja Sfutojvala Chandrika Vipula Vilasallajjavalli Vitana Kutarika Jhatara Pitari Dushpureyam Karoti Vidambanam. 22. The pit of our stomach, so hard to fill, is the root indeed of no small undoing. It is ingenious in serving the vital knots, as it were, of our fond self-respect. It is like the bright moonlight shining on the lotus, that species which blooms only in the sun, of highly estimable virtues. It is the hatchet that hews down the luxuriant creepers of our great modesty. Punye grame vane va mahati titapattachanna pali kapali madaya nyaya garbha dvijahuta huta bhukthuma dhumropakante dvaram dvaram pravishto varamudaradari puranaya kshudarto mani pranaih sanado na punaranudinam tulya kulyeshu dinaha. 23. For the sake of filling the cavity of the stomach, when hungry, a man of self-respect would wander from door to door with an earthen begging bowl in hand, having its edge covered with white cloth. Away in extensive woodlands or holy places, the outskirts of which are grey all over with the smoke of sacrificial fires tended by Brahmanas versed in ritualistic niceties, and thus preserve the pranas rather than live like a beggar from day to day among those who are socially equals. It should be remembered that living on alms for a man of true renunciation is held in high esteem in India, for no social merit can be higher than giving up the world for the sake of the national ideal of spirituality. Woodlands where recluses live, covered, etc. This seems to have been the custom to prevent the food from being seen by passers-by. Ganga taranga himashikara shitalani vidyadaradyushita charushilatalani sthanani kim himavataha pralayam gatani yatsavamana parapindarata manushyaha. 24. Ah, is it that those Himalayan solitudes, cooled by the spray of minute bits of Ganga's waves, and abounding in beautiful rocky flats, such as are the haunts of the Vidyadharas, are all engulfed in destruction, that men in disgrace hang on others for their maintenance? Kana and Shikar have much the same sense. For Kan, some read him, meaning cold. The Vidyadharas are unearthly beings with superhuman skills in arts, especially music. Kim kandaha kandarebhyaha pralayamupagata nirghara va giribhyaha pradvasta va tarubhyaha sarasafalabhruto valkalinyascha shakaha vikshante yanmukhani prasabhamapagata prashrayanam kalanam dukkapta swalpavittasmaya pavanavashanartita bhrulatani. 25. Or is it that herbs and roots have all disappeared from caves and streams, have gone away from hillsides? Or that branches of trees bearing luscious fruits and yielding barks are all destroyed? That the faces of wretches, perfectly devoid of good breeding, are found to have their eyebrows dancing like creepers in the wind, of an arrogance which their scanty earning eked out with hardships engenders in them? पुण्यैर्मूलफलैस्त्वदा प्रणयिनीं वृत्तिं कुरुष्वाधुना भूशय्यां नवपल्लवैरकृपणैरुत्तिष्ठ यावो वनं क्षुद्राणामविवेकमूढमनसां यत्रैश्वराणां सदा वित्तव्याधिविकारविह्वलगिरां नामापि न श्रूयते. 26. Therefore, now accepting fruits and roots ordained as sacred for the most enjoyable means of maintenance, and so also the earth laid on with verdant leafy twigs for your bed. Oh, rise, let us repair to the forest, where even the name is not heard of the ignoble rich, whose minds are stultified by indiscretion, and whose speech is constantly delirious with the maladies of wealth. फलं स्वेच्छा लभ्यं प्रतिवनमखेदं क्षतिरुहां पयः स्थाने स्थाने शिशिरमधुरं पुण्यसरितां मृदुस्पर्शा शय्या सुललिता लतापल्लवमयी अहन्ते सन्तापं तदपि धनिनां द्वारिकृपणाः. 27. Though fruits from trees are easily obtainable at will in every forest, though there is cool refreshing drink in holy streams at various places, and soft bed made of tender twigs and creepers, still, alas, men agreed with lucre undergo sorrows at the doors of the rich. ये वर्तन्ते धनपति पुरः प्रार्थनो दुःखभाजो ये चाल्पत्वं ददति विषयाक्षेप पर्याप्तबुद्धेः तेषामन्तः स्फुरित हसितं वासराणां स्मरेयम् ध्यानच्छेदे शिखिरि कुहर ग्रामशय्या निषन्नः. 28. Reposing on a bed of stone with a mountain cave during intervals of meditation, well may I recollect with an inward smile the days of those afflicted through their perissions before the rich, or of those grown mean through their minds being content with seeking enjoyments. If this verse is read differently with Vardante for Vartante and Vasaranam for Vasarani, the idea becomes, in the words of Mr. Telling, the suppliant of the rich thinks the day is too long as he has to suffer the trouble of constant entreaties, often unsuccessful. The person engaged in the pursuit of worldly objects thinks time too short. He has never enough of it to compass all his numerous ends. On the other hand, the philosopher laughs at both, for their delusions, in the case ye in lines 1 and 2, refer to days, and for paryapta in line 2 we have to read paryasta too. Ye santosha nirantara pramudita stesham na bhinna mudo. Ye tvanye dhanalubdha sankuladiya stesham na trushna hata. Iddham kasya krute krutaha savidina tadrukpadam sampadam. Swatmanyeva samapta hema mahima merurna merochate. 29. The felicity of those whom contentment unceasingly makes happy is not interrupted, while cravings of those of greedy and confounded minds are never quenched. Such being the case, for whom did the Creator create the Meru, representing inconceivable wealth, but confining to itself the glorious potency of its gold? I would not covet it. Kasya krute krutaha, etc. The idea is that Meru, the fabled mountain of gold, serves no useful purpose to anybody, and so I would not go in for it. Name rochate, because those that are contented feel quite happy without possessing it, and those that hanker after wealth never feel satisfied, howsoever big might be their acquisitions. Swatmanyeva samapta hema mahima. Its gold serves only to glorify itself but not to satisfy the greedy. Bhikshahara madainyam apratisukham bhitichidam sarvato. Durmatsarya madhabhimana madanam dukkhauga vidvamsanam. Sarvatranvaha maprayatna sulabham sadhu priyam pavanam. Shambhoh satramavarya makshayanidim shamsanti yogishwarah. 30. The great yogis describe food which begging brings as follows. It does not humiliate. White verse number 23. It is an independent pleasure that is not dependent on the pleasure of earning money, fulfilling social duty, etc. It is in all respects free from any anxious fear that is about one's expenditure, food stores, etc. It destroys wicked pride, egotism, and impatience. It eradicates the manifold evils of worldly existence. It is easily available anywhere, any day, without efforts. It is the beloved of the holy men. It is a purification by itself. It is like the inexhaustible feeding house of Siva, access to which none can prevent. End of chapter 3. Condemnation of the poverty of supplicant attitude. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 4 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHARTείμ. Translated by Swami MADHAVANANDA. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Delineation of the evanescence of enjoyments. Bhoge roga bhayam kule chuti bhayam vitte nrupalad bhayam mane dhainya bhayam bale ripu bhayam rupe jaraya bhayam shastre vadi bhayam gune khala bhayam kaye krutantad bhayam sarvam vastu bhayanitvam bhuvinrunam vairagyame vabhayam. 31. In enjoyment, there is the fear of disease. In social position, the fear of falling off. In wealth, the fear of hostile kings. In honor, the fear of humiliation. In power, the fear of enemies. In beauty, the fear of old age. In scriptural erudition, the fear of opponents. In virtue, the fear of traducers. In body, the fear of death. All the things of this world pertaining to man are attended with fear. Renunciation alone stands for fearlessness. Akrantam maranena janmajarasa chatyujvalam yauvanam santosho dhanalipsaya shamasukam praudhangana vibramai lokair matsari bhirguna vanabhuvo vyalair nrupa durjanai rastaryena vibhutayo pyupahata grastam nakim kenava. 32. Birth is preyed upon, literally attacked, by death, brilliant youth by old age, contentment by greed, happiness of self-control by the veils of gay women, virtues by jealousy of men, forest tracts by beasts of prey, kings by the wicked in council, and powers even are vitiated by their evanescence. What on earth is not seized upon by something else? Adivyadi shatairjanasya vividairarogyamunmulyate Lakshmiryatra patanti tatra vivrutadvara iva vyapadaha jatam jatamavashyamashu vivasham mrutyuh karotyatmasat tatkim tena nirankushena vidhina yunnirmitam sustiram. 33. Health of men is destroyed, literally rooted out, by hundreds of varied elements of body and mind. Wherever there is Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, there perils find an open access, death sure an access to itself, rendering impotent very soon whatever is born again and again. Then what is created as stable by the absolute creator? Bhogas tunga taranga bhanga taralaha pranaha kshanadvamsinaha stokanyeva dinani yauvana sukaspurtihi priyasu stitha tat samsara sarameva nikhilam buddhva buddha bodhaka lokanugraha peshalena manasa yatnaha samadhiyatam. 34. Enjoyments are unstable like the breaking of high billows. Life is liable to speedy dissolution. The buoyancy of youthful happiness centered in our objects of love lasts for few days. Understanding that the whole world is unsubstantial, ye wise teachers of men with minds intent of benefiting mankind, by living exemplary lives, put forth your energies for attaining the highest beatitude. Lokanugraha peshalena manasa. Lokanam of men, anugrahe for the benefiting out of kindness. Peshalam attached. The sense is that out of sympathy for suffering mankind, you shall, by your exemplary lives and your counsels, show men the way to cross the ocean of samsara world. Bhoga mega vitana madhya vilasat saudamani chanchala ayurvayu vigattitabja patali leenambuvad bhanguram lola yavvana lalasa sthanubhruta mitya kalayya drutam sthanubhruta mitya kalayya drutam yoge dhairya samadhi siddhi sulabhe buddhim vidadvam buddhaha. 35. Enjoyments of embodied beings are fleeting like the quick play of lightning within a mass of clouds. Life is as insecure as a drop of water attached to the edge of a lotus leaf and dispersed by the wind. The desires of youth are unsteady. Realizing these quickly, let the wise firmly fix their minds in yoga, easily attainable by patience and equanimity. Ayuhu kallola lolam katipaya divasastayini yauvana shrirardah sankalpa kalpa ghana samaya tatidvibhrama bhoga pugah kantha shleshopagudam tadapicha nachiram yat priyabah pranitam brahmanyasakta chitta bhavata bhavabayam bodhi param taritum. 36. Life is changing like a big wave. Beauty of youth abides for a few days. Earthly possessions are as transient as thought. The whole series of our enjoyments are like occasional flashes of lightning during the monsoons. The embrace round the neck given by our beloved ones lingers only for a while. To cross the ocean of the fear of the world, attach your mind to Brahman. Bhavabhaya, the great fear of finding yourself bound by the world, attended with so many afflictions, and yet finding no way out of it. Kruchrena medhya madhye niyamita tanubihi stiyate garbhavase kanta vishlesha dukkha vyatikara vishamo yauvane chopa bogah vamakshina mavagnya vihasita vasatir vruddha bhavopya sadhuhu samsare re manushya vadata yadi sukham svalpamapyasti kinchit. 37. In the womb, man lies within impure matter in discomfort with limbs cramped. In youth, enjoyment is tainted with the intense suffering of mental distraction arising from separation from our beloved. Even old age is undesirable, being the object of contemptible laughter from women. Then, O men, Say if there is a particle of happiness in the world. The idea is that none of the stages of life, beginning from the embryo, are worth living, as they are attended with serious drawbacks. Vyagriva tishtati jara paritarjayanti rogascha shatrava iva praharanti deham ayuhu parisravati bhinna ghata vambo lokasthada pyahita macharatiti chitram. 38. Old age looms ahead, frightening men like a tigress. Different diseases afflict the human body like enemies. Life is flowing away like water running out of a leaky vessel. Still, how surprising is it that man goes on doing wicked deeds? Bhoga bhangura vruttayo bahuvidas taireva chayam bhava statkasyeha krute paribramata re lokaha utam cheshtitaihi आशा पाश शतोपशांति विशदम चेतः समाधीयताम कामोत्पत्ति वशात् स्वधामनि यदि श्रद्धेयमस्मद्वचः. 39. Manifold and transitory in nature are the enjoyments, and of such is this world made up. So what for would you wander about here, O men? Cease exerting yourselves for them, and if you put faith in your word on its supreme foundation, literally abode, concentrate your mind, purified by quelling hope with its 100 meshes, and freed from its liability to create desire. Kamotpatti Vashat. We accept this reading as found in the edition we translate from, but we do not follow the meaning given of it by the commentator Buddhendra. He makes the expression qualify the verb concentrate, explaining calm as anurag or love. His meaning thus becomes swayed by the development of love or bhakti, literally turned away from the sway vash of the rise of desires. Enjoyments are transitory individually and exhaustible collectively. So we are in a never-ending wild goose chase, which brings in turns stimulation and grief. Desire produces this terrible entanglement, and hope keeps it on. Therefore, don't exert yourself for these enjoyments, but freeing your mind from hope and desire, set it high on its supreme goal. This is the argument. Another reading seems to be Kamo Chittivash, which means attainable by uprooting desires. Brahmendradi marudganam trunakana nyatra stito manyate yatsvadha dvirasa bhavanti vibhava strailokya rajyadayah bogah कोपि स एक एव परमो नित्योदितो जृम्भते भो साधो क्षणभङ्गुरे तदितरे भोगे रतिं मा कृदाः. 40. There is one enjoyment and one alone, lasting, immutable and supreme, of which the taste renders tasteless the greatest possessions, such as the sovereignty of three worlds, and established in which a Brahma, Indra, or the gods, that is their positions, appear like the particles of grass. Do not, O Sadhu, set your heart on any ephemeral enjoyment other than that. End of Chapter 4. Delineation of the evanescence of enjoyments. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 5 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Description of the working of time or the principle of change. Saramya nagari mahansa nrupatihi samantachakram chatat parshve tasya cha sa vidagdha parishattaschandra bimbananaha udvruttaha sarajaputra nivahas vandinastaha kadaha sarvam yasya vashadaga smrutipadam kalaya tasmai namaha. 41. That lovely city, that grand monarch, and that circle of feudatory kings at his side, that cabinet of shrewd counselors of his, and those beauties with moon-like faces, that group of wayward princes, those court minstrels and their songs of praise, under whose power all this fleeted away and became objects of memory. To that Kala, time or the principle of change, salutation. Yatra nekah kvachidapi gruhe tatra tishta chadaiko yatra pyeka stadanu bahavastatra naiko pichante. Iddham che maurajani divasau dolayam dvavivakshav Kalaha kalyo bhuvana falake kridati pranisharaihi. 42. Where in some home or a square in the case of a checkerboard there once were many, there is now one, and where there was one or many, successively there is none at the end of the game. This is the process in which expert Kala plays his game on the checkerboard of this world, with living beings as the pieces to be moved, and casting the two dice of day and night. Adityasya gata gatai raha raha sanshiyate jivitam vyaparair bahukarya bhara gurubhihi kalo navignayate društva janma jara vipatti maranam trasascha notpadyate pītvā mohamayim pramada mudira munmatta bhutam jagat. 43. Daily, with the rising and setting of the sun, life shortens, and time, that is its flight, is not felt on account of affairs heavily burdened with manifold activities. Neither is fear produced at beholding birth, death, old age, and sufferings. Alas, the world has become mad by drinking the stupefying wine of delusion. Ratri saiva punaha sa eva divaso matva mudha jantavo dhavantyudyamina tadaiva nibruta prarabdha tattatriyaha vyaparaihi punarukta bhuta vishayairittham videnamuna samsarena kadarthitha vayamaho mahonnalajjamahe. 44. Seeing even the same night to be ever following the same day, in vain do creatures run on their worldly course, perseveringly and busy with various activities set a-going secretly, that is by individual mental resolves. Alas, through infatuation we do not feel ashamed at being thus befooled by this samsara life with occupations in which the same particulars repeat themselves. The idea is how profoundly deluded by desire we live, for never growing old itself, it makes all things look fresh and new, otherwise no worldly pursuit has any real novelty. They are as stale as the uniform appearance of day and night following each other. Nadhyatam padamishvarasya vidivat samsara vichittaye swargadvara kavata patana paturdharmopi noparjitaha naripina payodharoru yugalam swapnepi nalingitam matuhu kevalameva yauvana vanachhede kutara vayam. 45. Nadhyatam, etc. The feet of the Lord have not been meditated upon by me in due form for the sake of doing away with this samsara or worldly bondage. Svargadvara, etc. Neither has dharma, merit through performance of religious duties, been earned, such as is strong to knock open the gates of heaven. Matruhu kevalameva, etc. We have simply proved to be hatchets, as it were, to cut down the garden of our mother's youth. That is, we have simply made our mother age through giving birth to us. That is the only result we find worthy of mention. Nabhyasta prativadi brundadamani vidya vinitochita khadgagraihi karikumbha pita dalanairnakam nanitam yashaha kanta komala pallavadara rasaha pito nachandrodaye tarunyam gatameva nishfala maho shunyalaye deepavat. 46. Nabhyasta, etc. The proper scholarship for a cultured man, such as enables one to defeat hosts of disputants, has not been acquired. Khadagagrauh, etc. By the point of the sword, strong to knock down the capacious temples of elephants, fame has not been carried to heaven. Tarunyam, etc. Useless has youth passed away like a lamp in a deserted house. Vidya nadhikata kalankarahita vittam cha noparjitam shushrushapi samahitena manasa pitrorna sampadita alolayata lochanaha priyatamaha swapnepi nalingataha kaloyam parapinda lolupataya akairiva prerita. 47. Vidya nadigata, etc. Knowledge free from defect has not been mastered. Kalankarahita means free from doctrines incapable of proof. Vittam cha, etc. Riches neither have been earned. Shushrushapi, etc. Services to parents have not been rendered with single-mindedness. Kaloyam, etc. Like crows, all the time has been passed in greediness for food, that is, maintenance obtainable from others. These three stanzas, number 45, 46, 47, strike a rather anomalous note. Here the poet personates a man whose life has been like the lamp burning in a deserted abode, a thorough failure. Such a man is looking back on his youthful years of unmitigated worthlessness. But are the reflections he is making here typical of those who are at the threshold of true renunciation? By no means they are typical. Poet here simply takes up a particular case of an aspirant after renunciation which may serve his poetical purposes best. This aspirant has had, in his youth, no taste of glory, either as a pious man, a dutiful son, a scholarly student, a brave warrior, or a lover of women. He appears to lament here that none of the fourfold aim of human life, dharma, religious merit, artha, wealth, kama, fulfillment of desires, and moksha, liberation, has been pursued by him in the past with the slightest success. Perhaps he means that is best calculated to impress on his mind the vanity of all the ends of a householder's life. But this impression of vanity and consequent non-attachment may very well come, and come with perhaps greater completeness, to men who had the ability to succeed in life, and such men may not at all look back with any lingering regret on enjoyments they are going to leave behind, whether their harvest had been actually reaped by them or not. There is even some inconsistency in the ring of regret running through these stanzas. But the poet is here more concerned with the dramatic effect than psychological precision. Vayam yebhyo jataschira parigata eva khalute sayam yaiha samruddha smruti vishayatam tepi gamitaha idani mete smruhu prati divasa masanna patana gata stulyavastham sikathila nadi thira tarubihi. 48. Those from whom we were born, well, they are now on intimate footing with eternity, long dead. Those with whom we were brought up have also become objects of memory. Now that we have become old, we are approaching nearer to our fall, day by day, our condition being comparable to that of trees on the sandy bank of a river. Chiraparichitaha. A simpler reading is Chiraparigataha. Ayurvarsha shatam runam parimitam ratrau tadardham gatam tasyardasya parasya chardamaparam balatva vruddhatvayoh shesham vyadi viyoga dukkha sahitam sevadibhirniyate jive vari taranga chanchalatare saukhyam kutaha praninam. 49. The life of man, as ordained, is limited to 100 years. Half of it is spent in night, and out of the other half, one half again is passed in childhood and old age, and the rest, which has its illness, bereavements, and troubles, is spent in serving others. What happiness can there be for mortals in a life again which is even more uncertain than the ripples on the surface of water? Kshanam balo bhutva kshanam payyuva kamarasikaha kshanam vithairinaha kshanamapi cha sampurna vibhavaha jara jirnairangairnata ivabali mandita tanurnaraha samsarante vishati yamadhani yavanikam. 50. Now a child for a while, and then a youth of erotic ways, a destitute now for a while, and then very wealthy. Just like an actor, man makes, at the end of his role, when diseased in all limbs by age and wrinkled all over the body, his exit, behind the scene that veils the abode of Yama, death. End of Chapter 5. Description of the working of time or the principle of change. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 6 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. A comparison as to how a monk stands to a king. Tvam raja vayamapyupasita guru prajnabhimanonnataha khyatastvam vibhavairya shamsi kavayo dikshu pratanvantinaha ittham manadhanati दूरमुभयोरप्यावयोरन्तरं यद्यस्मासु पराङ्मुकोऽसि vayamapyekantato nispruhaः. 51. Thou art a king. We too are elevated through self-assurance about our wisdom acquired from our preceptor whom we served. Thou art celebrated through thy possessions. Our fame is spread abroad in all quarters by learned men. Thus a great difference there is between us both, made by honor and riches. If thou art cold towards us, we too are perfectly indifferent towards thee. The sloka is addressed by a yati, one who has renounced the world, to a king. The yati wants to inform the king of the vanity of his possessions, and so is declaring that a yati is greater than a king. For the king is rich in wealth only, but he is rich in wisdom, which should command even the respect of a king. For Mana Dhanati Duram. Another reading is Manada Nati Duram, which may be rendered thus: not much difference, O proud king. Ardha nami shishe tvam vayamapi cha gira mishmahe yavadardham shurastvam vadidarpa vyupashamana vidhavakshayam patavam naha sevante tvam dhanadya matimalahataye mamapi shrotu kama mayyaphyasta nate chetvayi mama nitarameva rajanna nasta. 52. Thou exercisest kingly powers over riches. We do the same over words, that is, ideas or scriptures, in all their senses. Thou art a hero in battle, while we have never failing skill in methods of subduing the pride of disputants. It is the rich who serve thee, while intent on learning higher truths, men serve us to have all imperfections of mind destroyed. If thou hast no regard for me, well, O king, I have absolutely none for thee. Vayamiha paritushta valkalaistvam dukulaihi sama iha paritosho nirvishesho visheshaha satu bhavatu daridro yasya trushna vishala manasi cha paritushte khoddavan khodaritraha. 53. Here we are satisfied with the bark of trees, and thou with rich garments, and yet our contentment is alike, so the distinction makes no difference. Poor indeed is he whose desires are boundless, if the mind be contented who is rich and who poor. One who is satisfied with what little he possesses is as good as the rich. Phala mala mashanaya swadu panaya toyam kshitirapi shayanadham vasase valkalam cha navadhana madupana bhranta sarvendriyana mavinaya manumantum notsahe durjananam. 54. Fruits for food, tasteful water for drink, bare ground to lie upon, barks of trees for clothing are sufficient for us. I cannot bring myself to approve of the misbehavior of evil men whose senses are led astray by drinking the wine of newly acquired wealth. Ashni mahivayam bhiksha mashavaso vasimahi shayimahi mahi prushte kurvimahi kimishvaraihi. 55. Let us eat the food we have begged. Let the sky be our clothing. Let us lie down on the surface of the earth. What have we to do with the rich? Asha, the four quarters. Na nata, na vita, na gayaka, na cha sabhyetaravada chunchavaha. Nrupamikshitu matra vayam sthanabhara namita nayoshitaha. 56. Who are we to go to see a king? Not dancers, court jesters, or singers, nor experts in learned disputes with others in a court, nor youthful court mistresses. That is, we have absolutely no business to go to a king. Davita is generally a parasite of a prince. Vipula hrudayair dhanyaihi kaishchijja gajja nitam pura vidruta maparair dattam chanyair vijitya trunam yadaha iha hi bhuvananyanyair dhirascha turdasha bhunjate katipaya puraswamye pumsam ka esha madajvaraha. 57. In ancient times, the kingdom of this world was created by some large-hearted monarchs. By some was it sustained, that is ruled, and by others was it conquered and given away like straw. Even now some heroes enjoy the 14 divisions of the world. Now what then is this feverish pride of men having sovereignty over a few towns only? Chaturdasha Bhuvanani, the 14 divisions of the world, that is the entire created universe. Abhuktayam yasyam kshanamapi nayatam rupashatair bhuvavastasya abhe ka iva bahumanaha kshitibrutam tadamshasyapyam she tadavaya leshepi patayo vishade kartavye vidadhati jadaha pratyutamudam. 58. What high dignity, alas, is there for kings in gaining that earth which has never for a moment been left unenjoyed by hundreds of rulers? The stupid owners of even a shred of the limb of a fraction of its fraction, that is of the most minute particle, feel delighted, whereas in the contrary they ought to grieve. Mrutpindo jalarekhaya valayatah sarvopyayam nanvanuhu swamshikritya sa eva tam yugashatai rajñam ganair bhujyate ye dadyurdadato dhava kimaparam kshudra daridra bhrusham digdiktan purushadaman dhanakhanan vanchanti ebhyopiye. 59. It, the earth, is but a lump of clay circled by a ring of water. Even the whole of it is but a particle. Hosts of kings, having partitioned it after fighting hundreds of battles, enjoy it. What is so strange if these very poor, insignificant persons may or do give some parts of it? But downright shame on those mean fellows who would beg bits of coin from even them. May or do give, to indulge in a bit of self-gratification. Sajataha kopya sinmadana ripuna murndhi davalam kapalam yasyo chairvi nihita malankara vidaye nrubihi pranatrana pravana matibihi kaishchidadhuna namadbihi kaha pumsa mayamatula darpajvara bharaha. 60. That man is indeed born truly great, whose white skull after death is placed by Siva, the enemy of Madana, Cupid, high on the head as an ornament. And what is worth this rising fever of exceeding pride in men, who are nowadays adored by some people with minds intent on the preservation of their lives? The great Siva is called Kapali. Kapala means skull. The popular belief is that he puts on his head the skull of a hero whose wonderful life lived on earth merits this distinction. End of chapter 6. A comparison as to how a monk stands to a king. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 7 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Control of mind by stimulating wisdom in it. Paresham chetamsi Pratidivasa maradhya baudha prasadam kim netum vishasi hrudaya klesha kalitam prasanne tvayantah swayamudita chintamani guno viviktah sankalpah kim abhilashitam pushyati nate. 61. Why, O heart, dost thou set thyself on winning good graces, so hard to secure by daily propitiating other men's minds in various ways? When being serene inwardly and free from society, thou hast gems of thought rising up of themselves, that is, when desires do not induce your thinking, what objects mere wish even would not bring to thee? The idea would come out more clearly if we read as many have done, Klesha Kalilam and Chintamani Gunaha. The first expression would then mean a chaotic mass of troubles instead of hard to secure, and the verb Vishasi would have its primary sense of entering into. Swayamudita Chintamani Gunaha would then mean having the virtue of a philosopher's stone developed of itself in thee, that is, Praptihi, one of the 8 yogic powers. Viviktaha, we prefer to render as free from the company of others, a state opposed to what is implied when we have to depend on others for gratifying our desires. Paribramasi kim vrudha kvachana chitta vishramyatam swayam bhavati yadyadha bhavati tathada nanyadha atita mananusmaranna picha bhavya sankalpayanna tarkita samagamanu bhoganaham. 62. Why dost thou, my mind, wander about in vain? Rest thyself somewhere. Whatever happens in a particular way happens so by itself and not otherwise. So, not thinking over the past, nor resolving about the future, I realize enjoyments that come without engaging my thoughts. Etasmad viramendriyardha gahana dayasaka dashraya shreyo margamashesha dukkha shamana vyapara daksham kshanat swatmi bhavamupaihi santyaja nijam kallola lolam gatim ma bhuyo bhaja bhanguram bhavaratim chetah prasidhadhuna. 63. Desist, O heart, from the troublesome labyrinth of sense objects. Take the path of highest good, which is capable of bringing about in a moment the destruction of endless troubles. Get thee to the state of thy Atman. Give up thy stream-like agitated flux. Be calm now and never again seek transient worldly attachments. Moham marjaya tamuparjaya ratim chandrarda chuda manau chetah swarga tarangini thatabhuva masanga mangikuru ko va vijishu budbadeshu chathadillekhasu chastrishu cha jwalagreshu chapannageshu cha saridvegeshu cha pratyayah. 64. Clear off delusion and earn devotion to him whose crown is begemmed with the crescent. O my mind, accept attachment to some spot on the banks of the celestial river Ganga. What reliability is there on waves or bubbles, flashes of lightning or smiles of fortune, in the tongues of flame, serpents or hosts of friends? Chetaschintaya maramam sakrudi mamastayini mastayah bhupala bhrukuti kuti viharana vyapara panyanganam kandha kanchukitaha pravishya bhavana dvarani varanasi radhya panktishu pani patra patitam bhiksham apekshamahe. 65. O my mind, never for a while earnestly think of the frail goddess of fortune, whose business is to sell herself away while moving in her haunt, namely the wrinkle of a king's brow. That is, the bargain is struck by the smile or the frown of kings. Let us clothe ourselves in ragged garments, and entering the doors of houses in the streets of Varanasi, wait for the alms to be placed in the receptacle of our hands. Agre Geetam Sarasa Kavayaha Parshva Yorda Kshinatyaha Paschali Lavalaya Ranitam Chamara Grahini Nam Yadyastyevam Rubhava Rasaswadane Lampatatvam No Chetaha Pravisha Sahasa Nirvikalpe Samadhau. 66. If there are songs going on before you, sweet, skillful poets from the south by your side, and the tinkling of the moving bracelets of female waiters with waving chowries in their hands, then lavishly attach thyself to the enjoyment of worldly happiness. If otherwise, O my mind, then plunge into the absolute type of meditation. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the deepest concentration, losing all separate consciousness of the knower, the known, and the knowing. Chamara is the bushy tail of a yak used as a fan, being one of the insignia of royalty. The argument in the sloka is that if you can find only enjoyment everywhere, you may enjoy, but really such enjoyment cannot be found in this world of misery. All worldly pleasures are transient and limited. For in the next sloka, we find that the author is preaching the uselessness of the fulfillment of worldly desires. Praptaha Shriyaha Sakala Kama Dufu Sthitaha Kim Nyastam Padam Shirasi Vidvishatam Tataha Kim Sampaditaha Pranayino Vibhavai Stataha Kim Kalpam Sthitha Sthanubrutam Tanubi Stataha Kim. 67. Though embodied beings may obtain that prosperity from which all desires are milked, what then? What if their feet be placed on the heads of their enemies? Or what if their wealth brings friends? Or if their bodies endure till the end of the creative cycle? Bhaktir bhave marana janma bhayam hrudistam sneho na bandhushu na manmadhaja vikara samsarga dosha rahita vijana vanamta vairagyamasti kimitaha paramardhaniyam. 68. When there is devotion for Shiva, as also fear of birth and death in the heart, no attachment for family, no excitement of sexual passions, when there is the solitude of forest depths, unsullied by the company of worldly men, and there is renunciation, what better, then, is to be wished for? Tasmadanantamajaram paramam vikasi tad brahma chintaya kimebi rasadvikalpaihi yasyanushangina ime bhuvanadipatya bhogadayah krupana loka mata bhavanti. 69. What avails all this agitating over the unreal? Meditate therefore on that supreme, infinite, ageless, effulgent Brahman, in the light of which all such enjoyments as the sovereignty of the world appear as the desires of pitiable men. Patala ma vishasi yasi nabho vilangya digmandalam brahmasi manasa chapalena prantyapi jatu vimalam khadamatmaninam tad brahma nasmarasi nirvruti neshiyena. 70. Being thus agitated, O mind, thou now descendest into the nether regions, now soarest up beyond the skies, and wanderest all around the four quarters. Why, even by mistake, thou dost not once concentrate on that Brahman of the nature of self and bereft of all imperfections, whereby you may attain supreme bliss? Atmaninam means belonging to self, as the real state of self is Brahman. The other reading, Atmalinam, would mean submerged in self, being its substance or reality. End of Chapter 7. Control of Mind by Stimulating Wisdom in It. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 8 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Discrimination of the immutable reality from the mutable. Kim vedaihi smrutibihi puranapatanaihi shastrarmaho vistaraihi swargagrama kuti nivasafaladaihi karmakriya vibramaihi muktvaikam bhavadukha bhararachana vidvamsa kalanalam swatmananda padapraveshakalanam sheshairvanigvruttibihi. 71. What are worth the Vedas, the Smritis, the readings from the Puranas, the vast Shastras, or the mazes of ceremonials, which give us, as the fruits, a resting place in heaven, which is, as it were, a village interspersed with huts? All else is but the bargaining of traders, except that one way which admits one into the state of supreme bliss in oneself, and which is like the final destructive fire to consume the evolving mass of worldly miseries. The Shastras, by which are meant here logic, grammar, etc., and the six systems of philosophy, are said to be vast because of the amplitude of comment, illustration, and argument with which the doctrines have been developed. Yato meruhu Srimanni patati yugantagni valitaha samudraha shushyanti prachura makaragraha nilayaha dhara gachatyantam dharanidhara padairapidhruta sharire kavartha karikalabha karnagrachapale. 72. Seeing that, when set all over with the fires of cyclic destruction, the stately mountain Meru topples down, the seas, which are the abode of numerous sharks and aquatic animals, are dried up, and the earth itself comes to an end, though held firm by the feet of mountains. What to speak of this body, which is as unsteady as the tip of the ear of a young elephant? Dharanidhara. According to Hindu mythology, the mountains are regarded as the supporters of the earth. Yugantagni, the cosmic conflagration at the end of a cycle. Gatram sankuchitam gatirvigalita brashta chadanta valir nashyati vardhate bhadirata vaktram chalalayate vakyam nadriyate chabhandava jano bharya nashushrushate ha kashtam purushasya jhirna vayasaha putropya mitrayate. 73. In old age, the body becomes shriveled, the gait becomes unsteady, the teeth fall out, the eyesight is lost, deafness increases, the mouth slavers, relatives do not value one's words, the wife does not nurse, and even the son turns hostile. Oh, the misery of a man of worn-out age! Varnam sitam shirasi Viksha shiroruhanam sthanam jara paribhavasya tada pumamsam aropithasti shakalam parihrutya yanti chandala kupamiva durataram tarunyaha. 74. Seeing the grey hairs on the head of a man, emblematic of discomfiture by old age, youthful women at once fly away from him, as if from a Chandalas, the untouchable in caste, well, whereon is placed a structure of bones. Aropithasti Shatakam may be taken to qualify Pumamsam or Kupam. If it be taken to qualify the former, it would mean this framework of bones, meaning the old man. It was a custom in former times with the Chandalas to line their well with bones for ornamentation. Yavat swasthamidam sharira marujam yavaccha dure jara yavat chendriya shaktira pratihata yavat kshayo naishaha atma shreyasi tavadeva vidusha karyaha prayatno mahan sandipte bhavane tu kupa khananam pratyudyamaha kidrushaha. 75. As long as this body is free from disease and decrepitude, as long as senility is far off, as long as the powers of the senses are unaffected and life is not decaying, so long wise persons should put forth mighty exertions for the sake of their supreme good. For when the house is on fire, what avails setting about digging a well for water? Tapasyantaha santaha kimadini vasamaha suranadim gunodaran daranuta paricharamaha savinayam pibamaha shastrau funuta vivida kavyamrutarasan navidmaha kim kurmaha katipaya nimeshayushi jane. 76. Shall we live by the celestial river, practicing austerities, or shall we amiably serve our wives, graced by virtues? Shall we drink of the currents of scriptural literature, or of the nectar of diverse poetical literature? Man, having the longevity of a few twinklings of the eye, we do not know which of these to undertake. Dhuraradhyaschami turagachala kshitibhujo vayam tustulechhaha sumahati fale bhaddha manasaha jaradeham mrutyurharati daitam jivitamidam sakhe nanyachreyo jagati vidushonyatra tapasaha. 77. These rulers of the world have minds restless like a horse, and therefore are difficult to please, while we are ambitious with minds pitched on vast gain. Age steals away bodily strength, and death cuts short this dear life. Ah, friend, nothing is good for the wise in this world excepting the practice of austerities. Mane mlayini kandithe chavasuni vyarthe prayathetini क्षीणे बंधुजने गते परिजने नष्टे शनैर्यवने युक्तं केवलमेतदेव सुधियां यज्जौनु कन्यापयः पूता ग्रावगिरीन्द्रकन्दरतटी कुञ्जे निवासः क्वचित्. 78. When honor has faded, wealth has become ruined. Those who sue for favors have departed in disappointment, friends have dwindled away, retainers have left, and youth has gradually decayed. There remains only one thing proper for the wise: residence somewhere in a grove on the side of a valley of the Himalayas, whose rocks are purified by the waters of the Ganga. Jahnu Kanya. The Ganga is so called on account of the myth that Rishi Jahnu drank it up and then disgorged it through his ear or thigh, when in its course towards the Bay of Bengal from its descent from the heavens, it overflowed the sacrificial platform of the Rishi. Examination of the traditional place where the Rishi is supposed to have lived in ancient times suggests the likelihood of the course of the river being obstructed by an extensive eminence with previous soil and of its delayed emergence on the other side. Ramyaschandra Mari Chayastrunavati Ramya Vanantahastali Ramyam Sadhu Samagamagata Sukham Kavyeshu Ramyaha Kadaha Kopopahita Bhashpa Bindu Taralam Ramyam Priyaya Mukham Sarvam Ramyamanityatam Pagate Chitte Nakinchit Punaha. 79. Delightful are the rays of the moon, delightful the grassy plots in the outskirts of the forest, delightful are the pleasure of wise men's society, delightful the narratives in poetical literature, and delightful the face of the beloved swimming in the teardrops of feigned anger. Everything is charming, but nothing is so when the mind is possessed by the evanescence of things. Ramyam harmyatalam na kim vasataye shravyam na geyadikam kim va pranasama samagama sukham naivadika pritaye kim tu bhranta patanga paksha pavana vyalola deepankurachaya chanchala makalayya sakalam santo vanantam gataha. 80. Is not a palace pleasant to dwell in? Is not music with its accompaniments agreeable to listen to? Is not the society of women, dear as life itself, very pleasing? Yet wise men have gone away to the forest, regarding these things as unstable as the shadow of a lamp's flame flickering through the puff of the wings of a deluded moth. Bhranta also means hovering. End of Chapter 8. Discrimination of the immutable reality from the mutable. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 9 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. Worship of Siva. Asamsara tribhuvanamidam chinvatam tatatthadruk naivasmakam nayana padavim shrotra margam gato va yo yam datte vishayakarino ghadaghoodabhimana kshibhasyantha karana karinaha samyamalana leelam. 81. Oh dear, in your quest through the three worlds, from the very beginning of the creation, none such has come within sight or hearing that can play the part of a controlling trap for the elephant of his mind when maddened by the mysterious, deep-rooted infatuation for the female elephant of sense object. Anaya is an elephant trap. Another reading is Alana, which means a tying post for an elephant. Kshibasya, of the maddened. Yadet tatsvachandam viharana makarpanyamashanam saharyai samvasaha shrutumupashamaika vratafalam mano mandaspandam bahirapi chirasyapi vimrushanna jane kasyaisha parinati rudarasya tapasaha. 82. This freedom to wander about, this food to which no meanness attaches, the company of holy men, the cultivation of Vedic wisdom, of which, unlike other vows, the only fruit is spiritual peace, the mind also restrained in its movements towards external things, to such a consummation, I know not after lifelong reflection what noble austerities may lead. Upashama is the cessation of the illusions, and so of the worries of the world. This is said to be the only fruit borne by the pursuit of this vow, namely, Kshutam, or study of Vedic wisdom, other vows being ordained to bear fruits in the form of worldly prosperity. Jirna eva manoradhascha hrudaye yatam cha tadyauvanam hantangeshu gunascha vandyafalatam yata gunagnairvina kim yuktam sahasabhyupaiti balavan kala krutam tokshami ha jnatam madhananta krangi yugalam muktvasti nanya gatihi. 83. Desires have worn off in our heart. Alas, youth has also passed away from the body. The virtues have proved barren for want of appreciative admirers. The powerful, all-destroying, unrelenting death is fast hastening in. What is to be done? Ah me! I see there is no other refuge left except the feet of the destroyer of Cupid. Madhanantak. Siva is so called in allusion to his having turned the god Cupid to ashes on the eve of his marriage with Gauri. Maheshware va jagata madishware janardane va jagadantaratmani navastu bheda pratipattirasti me tadhapi bhaktistarunendu shikhare. 84. I make no difference in substance between Siva, the Lord of the universe, and Vishnu, the inmost self of the universe, but still my devotion is attached to the one in whose crest there is the crescent moon. This sloka has been brought forward by the poet as a doubt may arise in the mind from the preceding sloka, where the poet says that Siva is the only Lord to take refuge in. Here the poet says that really there is no difference between Siva and Vishnu, but he is by nature attached to Siva. This is what is called Istanistha, or the devotion to one's own ideal. The word Janardana has been variously derived the verb ardha, meaning both destroying and protecting. If the former meaning be taken, then the word would mean slayer of the janas, demons living in the sea. Jagadantaratmani. This word has been variously interpreted. First, the inmost self of the universe. Second, one who is the knower of all inner things in the universe. Third, one who is the self of all in the universe. Or it may mean fourth, in whose self is the whole universe. Sfurat swara jyotsna dhavalita tale kwapi puline sukasinaha shantadvanisu रजनीषु द्युसरितः भवाभोगोद्विग्नाः शिव शिव शिवेत्युच्चवचसः कदा श्यामानन्दोद्गत बहुलबाष्पाप्लुतदृशः. 85. Sitting in a peaceful posture during nights when all sounds are stilled into silence, somewhere on the banks of the heavenly river, which shines with the white glow of the bright diffused moonlight, and fearful of the miseries of birth and death, crying aloud, Siva, Siva, Siva. Ah, when shall we attain that ecstasy which is characterized by copious tears of joy held in internal control? The last line also reads differently. Kada syamanandodagata bhaula bashpa kuladrushaha. When shall we have our eyes filled with copious tears arising out of joy? Vitirne sarvasve taruna karuna purna hrudayah smarantah samsare viguna parinamam vidigatim vayam punyaranye parinata sharachandra kiranah triyama neshyamo haracharana chintaika sharanah. 86. Giving away all possessions with a heart filled with tender compassion, remembering the course of destiny which ends so ruefully in this world, and as the only refuge for us, meditating on the feet of Hara, that is Siva. Oh, we shall spend in the holy forest nights aglow with the beams of the full autumnal moon. Kada varanasya mamaratati nirodhasi vasan vasanaha kaupinam shirasi nidadhanonjaliputam aye gauri nada tripurahara shambho trinayana prasidetya kroshanni mishamiva nyeshami divasan. 87. When shall I pass the days like a moment residing on the banks of the celestial river in Varanasi, clad in a kaupina loincloth and with folded hands raised to the forehead, crying out, O Lord of Gauri, the slayer of Tripura, the giver of all good, the three-eyed, have mercy. Snatva gangaihi payobihi shuchikusuma falairarchayitva vibhotvam dhyeye dhyanam niveshya kshitidhara kuharagrava paryankamule atma ramaha falashi guruvachana rasatvat prasadat smarare dukkham mokshe kadaham samakara charane pumsi seva samutham. 88. Having bathed in the waters of the Ganga and worshipped Thee, O Lord, with unblemished fruits and flowers, and having concentrated my mind by my stony bed within the mountain cave on the object of my meditation, blissful in the self alone, living on fruits and devoted to the Guru's words, when shall I, O thou enemy of Cupid, through thy grace become released from the grief which has arisen from my serving the man of prosperity? Samakara charane, with the sign of a shark in the feet, said to be a sign of uncommon prosperity according to the science of divination by bodily signs. Ekaki nispruhaha shantaha panipatro digambaraha kada shambho bhavishyami karma nirmulana kshamaha. 89. O Siva, when shall I, living alone, free from desires, peaceful in mind, with only the hand to eat from, and the four quarters for garment, that is naked, be able to root out all karma. Panim patrayatam nisarga shuchina bhaikshena santushatam yatra kvapi nishidatam bahutrunam vishvam muhuhu pashyatam atyagepi tanorakhanda paramanandhavabodha sprusha madhva kopi shivaprasada sulabha sampatsyate yoginam. 90. Those who have only their hand to eat from, who are contented with begged food, pure by itself, who repose themselves anywhere, that is, require no house or bed, who constantly regard the universe like almost a blade of grass, who, even before giving up the body, experience the uninterrupted supreme bliss. For such yogis, indeed, the path which is easy of access by Siva's grace becomes attainable. The path, that is to say, of moksha or supreme liberation. End of chapter 9. Worship of Siva. Recording by Uday Sagar. Chapter 10 of Vairagya Shatakam by BHART. Translated by Swami Madhavananda. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Uday Sagar. The way of life of a realized ascetic. Kaupinam Shatakhanda Jarjarataram Kandha Punasthadrushi Naishchintyam Nirapeksha Vaikshyamashanam Nidra Smashane Vane Swatantriyena Nirankusham Viharanam Swantam Prashantam Sada Sthiryam Yoga Mahotsave Picha Yadi Trailokya Rajyena Kim. 91. If there is a kaupina, even worn out and shredded 100 times, and a wrapper also of the same condition, if one is free from all disquieting thought, if food there is obtained unconditionally from begging, and sleep on a cremation ground or in the forest, if one wanders alone without any let or hindrance, if the mind is always calm, and if one is steadfast in the feast of joy of yoga, what is then worth the rulership of the three worlds? Brahmanda mandali matram kim lobhaya manasvinaha shafari suritenabdihi chubdho na khalu jayate. 92. Can this universe, which is but a mere reflection, engender greed in wise men? The ocean surely does not become agitated by the movement of a little fish. Just as the fish cannot set up a swaying of the ocean, so this universe, a mere image in pure consciousness, cannot move the wise men who identified themselves with it to any idea of covetousness. Mandali may simply mean an orb, which being a limited thing is of little importance to the wise man. Matar Lakshmi Bhajasva Kinchada Param Matamkshini Masma Burbhogeshu Pruhayala Vastava Vashe Ka Nispruhanamasi Sadyah Syuta Falasha Patra Putika Patraihi Pavitri Krutair Bhiksha Vastubireva Samprativayam Vruttim Samiha Mahe. 93. O Mother Lakshmi, Goddess of wealth, serve thou someone else, do not long for me. Those who desire enjoyment are subject to thee. But what art thou to us who are free from desires? Now we wish to live upon food articles obtained from begging and placed conformably to its being sanctified in a receptacle of palasa leaves pieced together on the spot. The palasa vessels are enjoined in the smritis as purifying the food kept in them. Mahashayya prudvi vipulamupadanam bhujalata vitanam chakasham vyajanamanukūlo yamanilaha suradhipaschandro virati vanita sangamuditaha sukhi Shantah Shete Muniratanu Bhutir Nrupa Iva. 94. The earth is his vast bed, the arms his ample pillow, the sky is his canopy, the genial breeze his fan, the autumnal moon is his lamp, and rejoicing in the company of abnegation as his wife, the sage lies down happily and peacefully like a monarch of undiminished glory. भिक्षाशी जनमद्य संगरहितः स्वायत्तचेष्टः सदा हाना दानविरक्त मार्गनिरतः कश्चित् तपस्वी स्थितः रथ्याकीर्ण विशीर्ण जर्नवसनः संप्राप्त कंदासनो निर्मानो निरहंकृतिः शम सुखा भोगैकबद्ध स्पृहाः. 95. There lives the real ascetic who feeds himself on alms, unattached to the society of men, always free in his efforts, that is, without obligation or restraint from outside, and pursuing a path of indifference as regards what to give up or what to take. His worn out garment is made up of rags cast away in streets, and his seat is a blanket received by chance. He is devoid of pride and egoism, and is concerned only in enjoying the happiness arising from the control of mind. Chandalah kimayam dvijatiradava shudrodha kim tapasaha kim va tattva viveka peshara matiryogishvaraha kaupi kim ityutpanna vikalpa jalpa mukharai rabashyamana janairna क्रुद्धा फदिनैव तुष्टमनसो यान्ति स्वयं योगिनः. 96. When accosted by people who loquaciously express doubt and surmise, such as, is he a Chandala, or a twice born, or a Sudra, or an ascetic, or perhaps some supreme yogi with his mind full of the discrimination of reality, the yogis themselves go their way, neither pleased nor displeased in mind. The Chandala is accursed beyond the pale of the four castes, while the Sudra belongs to the fourth caste. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, and Vaisya form the three twice born castes. Himsa Shunyamayatna Labhyamashanam Dhatra Marutkalpitam Vyalanam Pashavastrunankura Bhujastushtaha Sthalishayinaha Samsararnava Langhanakshama Dhiyam Vrittihi Krutasa Nrunam Ta Manveshayatam Prayanti Satatam Sarve Samaptim Gunaha. 97. If for serpents even air has been provided by the Creator as food obtainable without killing or toiling, if beasts are contented with feeding on grass sprouts and lying on ground, for men also with intelligence strong enough to lead across the ocean of transmigratory existence, some such livelihood has been created, and those who seek this have all their gunas invariably brought to their final dissolution. When the gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, are finally reduced to the inactivity of equipoise, the yogi reaches beyond Maya. The last line may also be interpreted differently, but in rummaging for it all, one's virtues are apt to come to an end. Ganga tire himagirishila bhaddha padmasanasya brahmadhyanabhyasana vidhina yoga nidram gatasya kim thairbhavyam mama sudivasairyatra te nirvishanka kanduyante jharata harinaha swangamange madiye. 98. Will those happy days come to me when, on the bank of the Ganga, sitting in the lotus posture on a piece of stone in the Himalayas, I shall fall into the Yoga Nidra, that is, lose all consciousness in Samadhi or perfect concentration, resulting from a regular practice of the contemplation of Brahman, and when old antelopes, having nothing to fear, will rub their limbs against my body. Padmasanam, literally lotus seat, sitting cross-legged so that the soles of the feet protrude above along the thighs. Panihi patram pavitram brahmana parigatam bhaikshamakshayamannam vistirnam vastramasha dashakamachapalam talpamasvalpamurvim yesham nisangathangi karanaparinata swanta santoshinaste dhanyaha samnyasta dainya vyatikara nikaraha karma nirmulayanti. 99. With the hand serving as sacred cup, with begged food that comes through wandering and never runs short, with the 10 quarters as their ample garment, and the earth as a fixed, spacious bed, blessed are they who, having forsaken the manifold worldly associations which an attitude of want breeds, and self-contented with a heart fully matured through their acceptance of absolute seclusion, root out all karma, that is, the chain of cause and effect, which grows on as action and desire in life follow each other. Dainya Vyatikarani Karaha. We prefer to take as the many forms of contact with the world which result from the poverty of an attitude of seeking worldly objects. Matar Medini Tata Maruti Sakhe Tejaha Subandojala Atar Vyoma Nibadda Esha Bhavata Mantyaha Pranamanjalihi Yushmat Sanga Vashopajati Sukrutaspara Suran Nirmala Gnana Pasta Samasta Moha Mahima Liye Parabrahmani. 100. O earth, my mother, O wind, my father, O fire, my friend, O water, my good relative, O sky, my brother, here is my last salutation to you with clasped hands, having cast away infatuation with its wonderful power, by means of an amplitude of pure knowledge, resplendent with merits developed through my association with you all. I now merge in Supreme Brahman. The terms of familiarity and the endearment used of the 5 elements are appropriate in view of the final point of blissful parting to which the yogi has been carried through those subtle tattvas or essence of the 5 elements which characterize the intermediate stages of yogic practice. Iti Vairagya Shatakam Sampurnam. Here ends the Vairagya Shatakam. End of chapter 10. The Way of Life of a Realized Ascetic. Recording by Uday Sagar. End of Vairagya Shatakam by BHARTÂHARI. Translated by Swami Madhavananda.